The Colorado Senate debate is suddenly getting ugly. The Republican nominee, Joe O'Dea, a construction company CEO, and the state's senior senator, Democrat Michael Bennet, went at it on Friday night in a debate that largely went under the radar. Taking off the gloves from the opening bell, O'Dea clearly needs to make up ground. Bennet still has a lead in the polls, up now by maybe 7 points or so in the Real Clear Politics average. But O'Dea has been gaining. The average just last month was about 9. O'Dea, very much a staunch conservative on most issues, but has said numerous times that the party needs to move on from Donald Trump. And while O'Dea has been branded by the president as a rhino, he has received endorsements and praise from other GOP stars, including Ron DeSantis and Nikki Haley. Now, we saw fireworks throughout the debate, and one issue in particular that O'Dea is hitting on, that Senator Bennet had only been responsible for one bill that became law in his 13 years as a senator.
Michael Bennet doesn't get it done. He gets no results. One bill in 13 years that he's been president, the only thing he's been consistent on is voting with his president 98% of the time.
Again, he's got an ad up lying about this. He said, I've only passed one bill since I've been there. That's completely untrue. This has been fact-checked. I've written 101 bills that have passed. 82 of those with a Republican co-sponsor.
O'Dea repeated the line all night long. He even tried to leave out Bennet and have a conversation with the moderator about it.
Kyle, you did the interview. It's one bill in 13 years that became law.
One standalone bill that was not rolled into other larger packages of which he was the prime sponsor.
Finally, Bennet had enough and he lost it.
Joe, after you know that your assertion that I've only passed one bill in the time that I've been in the Senate, you've said it over and over again. It's been fact-checked as false over and over again.
It's not false.
You're running a TV ad
it's not false.
saying it over and over again.
You passed one standalone bill.
Let him ask the question.
Why do you keep... tell me what that means to you.
Well, it just goes to your effectiveness. You're ineffective. You're ineffective.
Let's hear an answer.
I gave you the answer. You're ineffective.
Okay,
look,
you're a liar,
Joe.
You're a liar, Joe.
Yeah.
You're a liar, Joe.
That's not true.
You're lying about my record.
I'm telling the truth. I'm telling the truth. You didn't get Space Command.
You're not telling
You've let BLM leave Grand Junction.
That's not true, Joe.
You helped your president with a war on energy.
That's not true, Joe.
Yes, it is. It's all true.
The candidates also made it a priority to portray their opponents as a strong ally of the unpopular faces at the very top of their party. Bennet trying to position O'Dea as a full-blown MAGA.
He voted for Donald Trump twice after the children were separated from their parents at the border, after President Trump said that there were both sides, there were good people on both sides of Charlottesville. 30,000 lies.
Question, not filibuster.
Covering up for the Saudis when Khashoggi was killed, a journalist living here in America, blew massive holes in the deficit.
But O'Dea has made it clear he thinks the party needs to move on from Donald Trump.
I don't think Donald Trump should run again. I'm going to actively campaign against Donald Trump and make sure that we've got 4 or 5 really great Republicans right now, Ron DeSantis, Nikki Haley, Tim Scott. They can run and serve for 8 years. I'm going to do my job as a U.S. Senator to make sure that they have good campaigns in the primary here so we have a good selection of candidates for 2024.
But when asked if he would vote for Trump in 2024 at the debate, his answer was a bit more subtle.
Do you stand by what you've said previously, that you'll still vote for Trump if he's the 2024 Republican nominee?
I said what I said. I'm a contractor, not a politician.
Meanwhile, O'Dea looked to make Bennet President Biden's most loyal senator on Capitol Hill. When asked about inflation and poverty in the state, he went on the attack.
It starts with the reckless spending that we've seen by Bennet and Biden over the course of the last 2 years. $1.9 trillion dumped into the market with a rescue plan. Michael Bennet, he doesn't get any results. He dumped $1.9 trillion into our economy that's caused record inflation.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your cable provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.